You I'll come back to you later. You nigga. You nigga. Nigger?
Yeah, your mother.
You nigger.
Yes.
Nigger.
Yeah.
You nigger.
Okay, a bunch of you guys sent this one to me and I thought, wow, those are some tight pants. 2, how is it that in 2018 this man is using the N-word like it's going out of fashion? And 3, as I have always said, while you have the constitutional right to spew such profanity in the United States, that shouldn't mean that it comes free from consequence, because that very same constitution also offers people the right to hold you accountable for what you say, which I'm sure Twitter is doing right about now. So if you happen to be crying about this and you don't want to be known as the racist dude yelling at people for not speaking English, or for calling the cops on a little girl selling lemonade, or for just being a bad person,
You're such a bad person.
here's a crazy suggestion, right? I'm gonna throw it out there, just see if it sticks. Don't be racist. Regardless, at around the same time this incident was brought to me, something else was brought to my attention which was interesting. These leaflets have been posted around my homeland of Scotland. These leaflets have been presented as a means to discourage people from being openly racist, bigoted, or homophobic in public, with the threat of punishment for all offenders. Now, I'm sure people are already typing as hard as they can, free speech, which I get. Trust me, I think free speech is important. But just because I know that that's important, it doesn't mean I'm suddenly naive to the fact that hate speech thrives off of this nation's First Amendment, especially when emboldened by certain people. No need to name names. But every week, there seems to be another video of someone going on a tirade or writing a slur on a wall or calling the cops because, God forbid, a black person tries to get into their own apartment complex. But there's a reason these incidents happen so frequently. Not just because the First Amendment says they can, but people feel protected in their hatred because it has a home here. They feel that the umbrella of free speech should protect them from any consequence. And while I understand that people are wary of the big bad government coming for their right to spew vitriol and hateful rhetoric, which is ironic considering the same people who cling to the Constitution over the First Amendment and Second Amendment also celebrate calls to eliminate the birthright citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment. But that's none of my business. But we must make it apparent that free speech doesn't mean free from consequence. Whether that be through filming offenders or naming and shaming people on the internet, any way to bring these incidents to light. Because yeah, while countries like Scotland seek to tackle these pressing issues in their own way, this has been going on in the US for as long as many can remember. And it's not going away. As Will Smith said, racism isn't getting worse, it's just getting filmed. So it is up to the rest of us to speak out, vote out those who embolden such hatred, and take a stand to uphold your own version of what Scotland is doing, because they may have a right to say it, but you have the very same right to say you won't tolerate it. For more on this, come over to my Instagram at Francis M. Maxwell. Send me more examples, let me know what you think, agree or disagree. You can become a TYT member at tyt.com/Francis to go onto my page. Did you know that TYT Network is now available on YouTube's new streaming platform, YouTube TV? Get access to full TYT episodes and exclusive shows by signing up for YouTube TV today. All new subscribers get a 7-day free trial, so head over to youtube.tv and search for the TYT Network channel.